right. Seth said hello.
Oh.
Say hi, Seth.
Howdy, Seth. Yeah, we're putting solar panels on.
All right. We'll do a little introduction. Hey, y'all. How are you? We are broadcasting from the rooftop of the shop at Habitable Spaces, the new shop. And they have gotten some a solar donation, and they are installing the panels today. It's so exciting. And this is Allison, the director, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on today. Hi, Allison.
Hi.
So what's the history behind the panels, and how does it work, and what's going on?
So we got a bunch of panels donated from Mission Solar. And we're doing a solar array up here. So we're just bringing them up on the ladder, hooking them in. As you can see, there's Shane's hiding underneath a solar panel right there, plugging it in.
Hi, Shane. So how many panels do you have, and how much electricity is it going to supply?
We have 24 panels, and we were just talking about this. What is it, 5.5? 6.6 kilowatts? Ah. Yeah, now I got the technical term. 6.6 kilowatts of power. These were donated panels. I know they make newer ones. You know, they're constantly upgrading, but hey, you know, they're not as powerful as they could be. The new ones on the market right now, but free is pretty great with us.
And how does it work? So you upload. So these panels will upload to the Texas grid.
Yes.
And then you get credits for downloading your electricity. Is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah. I think most solar people feel that it's always better to use the big free battery, which is your grid. So tying into the grid is better than buying batteries and doing, unless you really have to. If you have a grid to tie in, it's always suggested that you just tie right into the grid.
Great.
Yeah.
And so does it still work on cloudy days and rainy days? I guess the cloudiness it doesn't matter because you're downloading electricity from the electric.
So
okay.
I think it's less effective. And if we had a bunch of cloudy days, you know, you might be paying for power, but you know, here we are in Texas, might as well take advantage of all the heat and sun that we get all the time. And we happen to have a cloudy day today, which is making it nice to install.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So what are some of the, have you learned a lot about solar yet? Have you been asking questions? Have you been asked questions?
I have been. We've put up these rails. It seems like the wiring part of it's pretty simple. We can go look at, each one has a little unit. Those are inverter units, right? Optimizers. And so I guess so the optimizers control all the different panels and make them all talk to each other. And so they plug, see right now they're putting a solar panel down, and then they've got to plug, all these optimizers are hooked into one another, and then they're plugging it into the back of the solar panel. And then that all feeds off the roof and comes over here and goes into our meter.
Oh, okay,
into
great.
our GVEC meter.
Amazing. And can
It
you
goes through an inverter first.
an inverter? Can you add more panels if you feel like it, or does it not work like it? Or
We have pretty much maxed out the inverter with the amount of panels for the inverter that we have. I think we can add 5 or 6 more panels, possibly, that are this same wattage. But if we wanted to, we could get another inverter, and which we probably will do, and then we could add more panels.
So you've got more space over here to play with. Great.
Yeah, we could add probably double the amount of panels that we have.
So this whole rooftop can be panels if you so choose.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I know, right?
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. It's nice to...
Good. Well, I guess you're never really off grid then. as
No,
they say.
I do want to actually do some panels to a battery pack, just so that if the power ever fails, we have kind of a generator type situation.
Great.
Um,
Well, Tesla's coming to town soon. You might get a Tesla.
oh,
battery.
hey Tesla, give us a
Hey Tesla,
give us
can we
battery.
get some donations?
Yeah, we're a nonprofit.
We need batteries. We're out of batteries. Can we get a house battery?
That would be great.
This is exciting. And
It
so
is.
wintertime is going to is it going to affect it? Winter, summer, any ideas?
It'll probably produce more electricity in the summer because it's so bright. But I mean, we have a lot of bright sunny days in the winter too here.
Yeah. Great. All right. And so how is it going to work? Are you just going to like flip the switch when it's all done and you'll be up and ready to go?
Yes, I think we're going to get all the panels on. We're going to test it, and then GVEC has to come out and do the final approval.
That's
of it.
amazing. Well, let the sun shine and
Not until we're off the roof.
oh yeah, not till we're off the roof. Wind down, no sun until we're off the roof, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
All right. And I'm just going to show you guys. I'm going to keep filming a little bit of the progress here. And if you have any questions, let us know. Try to answer. Oh, okay. Here's our first question. Do solar panels absorb UC light? Let's see if I can figure that.
UV light? UC light.
Absorb UC light. Kegel, did you mean UC or UV? Let's see if they can hear us. Well, this is exciting. You got a lot of viewers here. Yeah, any questions? Kegel, we didn't understand your question, but if you... Oh, IUV. IUV.
IUV. Do they absorb IUV light?
Sure. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We'll have to Google it.
Yeah, what is IUV light?
Yeah.
IUB, IUC, whatever.
IUV, IUC. Yeah.
Light, right? Yeah, light.
Yeah.
I see you with
We're professionals here.
We're so profesh. We're the profesh. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And I will keep filming. And if you have any questions, let us know.
Yeah, well, and also let me give a little plug for this space that we're standing on. So we're taking advantage of the lockdown to get a lot of building done, and we've got this whole space. It's 2,400 square feet. There's going to be a maker space in here and a commercial kitchen, and we're going to do a supper club and teach butchery and cheese making and bread making and all kinds of things. So we're hoping, if all goes well, spring of 2021.
Yeah. And hopefully they're going to come up with a few packages that involve the Airstreams and campers.
Yes.
Next door. I've been hearing a lot of exciting talk about farm to table. Can we talk about the Kingsbury restaurant thing yet?
Yeah, why
Okay,
not?
yeah. A lot of exciting talk about quarantine-friendly farm to table restaurant.
It would be a restaurant that's seated outside. We're going to landscape part of the courtyard outside the building here, and we would cook inside, and people could eat outside in shaded area. And we're working with a couple local chefs. And yeah, we'll be featuring fresh farm to table food, sausages, meat, cheeses that are made here.
Great.
Yeah.
Which you've done a few of. One you had like about 60 people here, right?
Yeah, we've done 3 of them.
You've done, yeah.
3 of them featuring artists and stuff. So we'll probably do the same thing. We'll feature artists and musicians and
Great.
yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully, I hear they might be coming up with packages like weekend packages where you
Yeah.
have the dinner, the breakfast, the
Staying at
farm
Airstream.
experience. Yeah, very. It's a very rural Texas farming experience out here. You can't get any better. So you're going to have a performance space, a studio for painting and art,
Sculpture, yeah, wood shop.
wood shop, a gallery, right, and a commercial kitchen with a little patio in between here, outdoor patio in between here and
And the village.
the village and the trailer park, which is amazing. So they're
Yes.
going to try to pull all this in together. Very exciting stuff happening here. All right, we will let you get back to work. And if anyone has any, UVA, UVB, they said.
I don't know. I mean, I know that they absorb, that they're like I said, these are donated panels, so they're not as efficient. They have more efficient ones now, but they're pretty good for us. I mean, free is pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers.
So-
let's hope it absorbs whatever it needs to absorb.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And keep the comments coming. I'm just going to keep rolling, and Allison and Shane will be here if you have any comments or questions.
Dude, when we wired the kitchen, that was a
Flip it.
this I'm not worried about because you're here.
Hey man, you were worried when I wired the kitchen?
You didn't want necessarily wire all of it. Remember, it was Sarah, so that's why I was like, oh. Her father was an electrician, but
Sometimes that doesn't transfer.
Oh, well, she didn't learn electric from him either, so she learned it from me, and I'm certainly not certified.
I also just wanted a level of responsibility away from her.
Yep.
Plausible deniability.
One shoulder approach.
So, Will, difference between UVA and UVB absorption at all on these panels? Any idea?
No, I do not.
Pretty cool. I guess they have a little bit of glue in them that kind of locks.
Curious.
So again, those bolts, I guess they have a little bit of glue in them that kind of locks.
It has a ground washing bushing in it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, is that a different frequency? UV frequency, A and B, or different?
Uh-huh. Oh,
I just know it from the tanning salons.
that's what I thought. I know, okay.
One's dangerous. I don't know which one.
Yeah, it might be because maybe one of them absorbs on the surface of the skin and one can actually penetrate the skin possibly.
All right.
I bet the fancier solar panels are pick up everything.
They get it all.
Yeah. Well, this is why we need an investment in solar so that we can keep on improving the way solar panels are made.
Yes.
Well, they have, most of our cells that we make now are at 22 percent efficiency. Whereas I think when I was in Austin, we were aiming at 19.
And what are these are? Oh, these are 22.
18% drop for the cell efficiency to make them, they were 300s. They were there you go. Well, that doesn't matter, right?
If y'all got 22 now's, I think there were 19.5s and 20.
Did you hear about the car hanging off? Can you believe I didn't get to see that? Hanging out the
They
stage.
keep all the fun for themselves.
Was Jack who went with him, did you say?
No, I can't remember.
Our viewer says both UVA and UVB are non-visible spectrum and are higher frequency, above 321 wavelengths. Someone knows what they're doing. Uh-oh.
Wow.
We got a pro.
Well, like everything we do here at Habitable Spaces, we learn as we go.
Yes.
We jump first, and then as we're like in the air, we're like, whoa, okay, let me think about this one. Wait,
Parachute. How do you make a
I don't
parachute?
know.
Uh-huh. Let's see here.
Pillows on the ground.
So now that we've got this, we're going to take the full squad, see who doesn't run there. You see that read, right? Make sure that we're...
Yep.
Keep the big Airstream off the grid, man. That thing sucks. That air conditioner is way old.
I think we might want to. Well, I guess yeah, you want to.
Yeah, mini split it for sure. Let's get through this cold season and then re-gear.
I'm good. I got it in the pocket. Thank you.
This just extra, I guess?
Yeah.
That's funny. Isn't this the dirt from when they were stacked up? It's still on there? That's so weird.
Yeah, that rain's not doing a very good job.
Rain's not doing... Well,
Not that we get much.
believe me, I clean sculptures at the Bristol National Art Museum. People be like, oh, it's raining. It's going to clean. I'm like, no, it doesn't. It does not. The rain does not clean.
How do solar panels work, Will? Can you give us like a short,
You want the real truth or just a good story?
Sun gold or the moon shit?
Someone says they're curious about how they work, so I'm not really sure how to answer that question.
Yeah, evidently it has something to do with what's it called? There's they dope. They put they add something to the surface of the silicon so that it has either a hole or a whatever the opposite of a hole is, a mound. And the photon knocks the electron loose from the silicon, and it allows it to flow over to the other side and find a hole or something like that, and then all of the extra electrons that have been knocked loose by the photons are collected on the little
On those
silver
silver?
strips
Uh-huh.
of the bus bars, and then those are all collected at the junction box. But it has something
So
to do
the
with
electrons are collected in the dark part, and then they flow to the silver part and go up
Oh.
to the bus bar.
I think so, yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
the
cool.
way that they do it is they add an extra material to the surface of the silicon wafer that creates the ability for the electron to move out of one orbit and into the other orbit, and then they have a connection to where the electron can flow.
Wow,
There.
that's cool.
That's
I
amazing.
like that. That was your.
That was the abbreviated
that was
version.
your so you know exactly how it works.
That's funny.
Very, very basic, and I have no idea, but it's called doping when they fix the surface of
Oh,
a
like-
semiconductor so that
Wait,
the
isn't there
electrons-
another thing of doping? Isn't there? Well,
Well, yeah, when you're trying to get to the Olympics and you're Russian.
no, but I don't think something with surfboards. Isn't that called dope too? Or
waxing.
yeah, no.
It's called pitting.
Anyway,
So photons and electrons.
Yeah, somehow the photon is able to, energy from the photon can knock an electron out of its orbit, and it goes looking for a place to live, and it gets collected in the other side of the, it's like, I don't know what it is, but there's called the NP gap, positive negative gap or something there. In some way they have it set up to where that free electron is collected across the NP gap or something, and then it's used to flow back. Now, what I don't understand is if electrons are being knocked loose, how are they being replenished?
Uh-huh,
Is
right.
that- are they coming back to the panel on the negative side?
Right,
Or
because
on
you've
the
got the
positive
magnet.
side?
I
I don't
thought
know.
it was they don't go anywhere. They get excited and their movement generates the energy.
Oh.
That's what I think I know of that.
The vibration, like the...
Certainty, yeah.
But isn't there a flow of electrons down the wire that supplies the voltage?
I believe so.
But
I
aren't,
think-
and so if they're coming from the panel, doesn't the panel deplete itself after a while, or are they fed back in on the positive connection? I don't know.
Doping is a mixing of chemistries, our viewer says.
okay.
Ah, that's they're mixing some kind of
Dope.
chemical onto the surface to make
I saw my daughter on doping.
Uh,
She laughs.
make the electron be able to jump out of its orbit or whatever easier in some way.
Yeah, and you utilize the energy. Yes, it's the creation of energy, they said. Thank you. That was very informative, Kegel. I don't know who you are, but do you know who they are? Appreciate your input.
All right. Well, maybe I'll take some of these rails down that we're not going to use.
All right. Are we fully installed?
No, one more row.
Okay.
One more row to go.
All right.
Got 8 more.
8 more.
Thank you guys for tuning in. And we will keep you posted with progress. And as we learn about solar, we will inform you as well. Bye, y'all.